Counted out on Mirage. Should we need to continue this entire bout?
Yeah, keep in mind the Thieves, they've had a few days off as well. They were straight to the semi-finals after topping their group above Liquid and TeamOne. And so they've had some time to wait, to relax, to prepare. And let's see what they're going to bring to the table, because a map pick at TeamOne and one that they look damn good on as well. Fast T-side entry into B. Maluki running the gun, and Jacob Dink on upper. He's gone as well. TeamOne have got a plant. And oh well, oh well, oh well.
LOL.
Look at this flank.
Yeah, this is big brain flank.
Yeah.
No brain flank, actually. Look at that. The whole thing's really come unraveled. Just Pesadeo is going to fight from the top. Taking some shots, and the defuse is going to come in for the 100 Thieves. Hitting everything. Grat was ready. So, pistol round going the way of Jacob and crew.
Grat's had some great games recently as well. That's something that's very beneficial to 100 Thieves when you know that that AWPing counterpart on the other side of Maluki is going to be, you know, really gunning for it as well, especially on a map such as Train. And with Dust 2 coming up as well, Mirage is a finale. These are great AWP maps. And so Grat v Maluki, the head-to-head to watch out for in this series. Scout out on Maluki. AK's in the second. This is a pretty good buy for TeamOne off the back of the bomb plant.
Yeah, there's roughly 15,939 kilometers from Oslo to Sydney. But Jacob, he's feeling right at home here with this lineup. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, there's also, you know, the obvious thing that could happen is the 100 Thieves get picked apart piece by piece.
Oh.
At the conclusion. Now, jumping right into the Molotov. Pesadeo will be the first to fall. Grat there with some support for JKS. Overall, this hasn't gone well in this round for TeamOne.
Yeah, first person who runs down, the smoke hadn't come down in time. TeamOne took a second, and so he just got churned up by the fire and the MP9. Maluki needs a pick here if TeamOne want any stake in this round.
Oh, the box player of Jacob could have this locked in. Liaz beats him to it and actually goes on to double up, so they never even learn about Jacob until it's too late. 100 Thieves going to grab that round, put 2 on the board up against the force by a TeamOne, and so now it is down to an eco. It's probably just the Brit in me, but I really love this underdog story of TeamOne, man. It's so hard to not get behind them, you know? Like, thinking about the story, firstly, of the 4 Brazilian players, right? Moving from Brazil, trying to follow in the footsteps of legends like MIBR and Furia, right? Like, making that move happen, taking the gamble, and going to foreign soil to try and, like, you know, forge some kind of legacy there. And then, obviously, for the one non-Brazilian player in Malbs, the guy that we were speaking to at the beginning of this segment, and just the fact that he's had to learn that whole different language, man, just to be a part of this team. I know there's something about it that would make it almost too good of a story to not get behind TeamOne making a grand final run happen.
And, you know, Furia on the other side, they said yesterday after their win that they want to face TeamOne in those finals. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, you know, if you're Furia, obviously taking on the Brazilians, that's a cool idea. Right now, we're early days, though. 3-0 for 100 Thieves. Liaz, he's had enough of waiting around for Maluki. He does get punished, though, with a push, and Grat almost dead as well. Could have been costly there, but luckily enough, a pistol round lost, and the anti-ecos will follow. Now comes the buy. Maluki on the AWP. He's looking confident, though. Early days still, but...
confident and competent.
Did Liaz shoot Grat there? Like, no, my kill. Either way. Grat cam.
Yep, Grat cam going into the round. And back to the Grat cam.
I only want Grat cam. Can we just have a live feed?
I can hear the Molotovs. We can maybe watch it through the reflection on his glasses.
Ooh.
Oh, we're stuck on Grat cam. He's hacked the mainframe.
He's in the server.
Grat, look at him and his evil face. We actually can't take our eyes off this man. This is a wild one right then. So let's try. Oh, there we go. Here he is as well. We got him in the server, but we're only on Grat POV.
Yeah.
Just kidding. JK, lol. Totally fell for it. Yeah, Maluki staring down here, spots Liaz, and Liaz knows he is lucky to be alive in that instance there. looks right at the man who could have removed him from the round and just walks away.
Oh, Thieves going to take main. They've backed out of Ivy. TeamOne are coming back to this position. Grat, shotgun open, flash into main. The scope will be heard. They're right round the corner. Uh-oh, Grat, you got to commit. Full send now. He sees a player far away, dodges the flash, and finds the flick. He's looking confident. He's looking quick. 5-on-4, back to B for TeamOne, and JKS has been waiting here all round long. Grat's coming too. Ooh.
Oh, Grat having a good game. Finally silenced, and Barton taking matters into his own hands. Now, I do think the players to keep an eye on are guys like Barton. He's been so good across almost every series for TeamOne. I call him the master of the 3K. Is this actually the same?
They're coming back
they're
in
wrapping
CT.
a CT.
Yeah.
They still want to give this a look in.
3 kits.
All this rotation, though, does waste a lot of time off the clock. And the extra 5 seconds bought by the kit is outdone by the fact that, well, this has taken like 20 seconds to get to this point.
Gotta go quick.
Yes, rerouting.
Well, the destination, this B-bomb site, and already Flash is blinding everyone on both sides of the coin. Jacob with one. Barton trades moving in, and the time ticking fast. Azza needs to kills. PRT won't give him an inch. And now Azza with the kill, but no time. It's going to be TeamOne on the board. And yeah, you gotta say, like, time, probably the biggest issue there. Obviously, they are scared of coming through the connector with TeamOne potentially pushed up deep, with them having view of this from upper. That's where Grat died. But the AWP was already gone for TeamOne. They're actually just flat rifles there. So, yeah, TeamOne on the board with a quick pause as well. Expensive round to win, though, right? You get it through the hoop, but what have you got to show for it? 4K a player, some not even. So it really does hint towards another fast approach. Maybe get down this B ramp again. Try and smoke the molly faster this time around. And I mean, that was an awkward hold. Keep in mind, that was a 5-on-3 for the Thieves. Grat, he's AWPing in the con. Kills the AWP down ramp. JKS is letting them out upper, but whether that was communicated or not, who knows, because he's playing a very, like, passive angle in that 5-on-3, and Grat gets domed. JKS can't follow up, and suddenly, blink and you miss it. There's a bomb plant in. TeamOne coming back in with guns, though. Limited util, so what do?
Yeah, they win the round, but they're really not left with a lot. 2 Galils even into this one, and as you say, Hugo, no utility. That means any of these fakes, anything that you want to do like that is out the window. They'll just stack up outside the B site. JKS concealed in this ramp smoke. Well back up. Ooh. This is the Molotov now. That's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not a great start, right? You're a Molotov down. That kind of limits your ability to actually delay this push into the B site. The boost, not going to spot Gratisfaction with that AWP. I'd say his presence in the connector still unknown by TeamOne. Pesadello gonna try and sell this fake, and he's seen the barrel of the pop player, tries to sneak out and get past, but Jacob is there to bid him adieu. And now Gratisfaction holding the ramp with the AWP. Gonna fall off and not able to find anything. JKS does get traded, and this bomb can now look to try and cross into the site. Barton in with the first, but traded by Gratisfaction. The bomb now down. PRT and Malbs left up in this one, but they lose PRT in the site. Malbs is left in a 1v3. The birthday boy for TeamOne smokes upper to try and give him an avenue to peek down into the site and take them off the bomb, but Liaz spamming the smoke, locks it in, and puts 4 on the board for the Thieves. Now TeamOne, once again with no money, just going to have to partial buy here. This is certainly not an ideal start.
Yeah, and we see like the limited utility comes back to hurt TeamOne there, right, in terms of not having the Molotovs. Pesadeo gets out main, and he saw Azza in the pop dog, but he could do nothing about it. He can only see the barrel. If he had a molly and nade, he could do something, but instead killed from the sandwich. Same story on Malbs there. If he had a Molotov, maybe he could have stalled the bomb plant and give himself a fighting chance, but can't find a gap through the smoke and just misses the shot. Immediate response for 100 Thieves. Thieves out, and PRT, great shot. He's going to go in for more. He's got control down Olaf. Liaz decks him, though. Already pistols getting made quick work of here by the Thieves. Keeping their eyes on the prize. TeamOne back to main.
Oh. Well, this little eco has not gone well for TeamOne. Grat is 10-1 as well right now. He's having one hell of a game. Everyone is for 100 Thieves, and that's a good look at least, right? I think that was to be expected. Like, these guys want to make one hell of a final showing, you know? Like, been dubbing it, like, you know, the last dance of the 100 Thieves, and that kind of is what it is for this team, as sad as that is to think.
Go out with a bang. Yeah, a lot of questions on these players' futures, and wishing the best for them. NA in quite the predicament right now. As a pushed out a pop dog, TeamOne are trying to take control, but they've been re-mollied off. Grouped up above the B-bomb site. Grat's spamming. Flash in, Azza. No problem dealing with this pop position. Still spamming right back. Maluki knows he can't commit to B without worrying about a flank. He's lining up some smoke here. Is that going to be the deep connector smoke? Yeah, it looks like it. To land on the inside of this B site. Now upper play, JKS again. Good nade, could be huge there. It finds a lot of damage. Molly on the site as well. Grat's been, Jacob's got the AWP rather, not Grat, and he's dropped the bomb down ramp. It was going alone. No one can pick it up. It's all about the kills for TeamOne now, and they can't find a thing. JKS has been a nuisance at the back of this site, and now Jacob mollied out, pushes in to try and stop this plant from happening. Grat with a tag. Pesadillo on one, but he does get the shot off. Doubling back. They know Azza was here earlier, and they've got to deal with him quick.
Oh, and that drop into the pop, falling. Pesadillo, he could not even attempt the pop drop at 1 HP. He might even die from the fall.
Yeah.
You got to be careful where you step, too. Tread lightly. Might just get shot through the wall or the floor.
Terrifying. Yeah, he has a molly, but he can't even stand in a position to molly it, because, like, yeah, then you are going to get wall banged.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait, he's back on the angle, and now off the angle. Jacob with the swing, 6 on the board for the 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and by that point, it's too far gone. That 1 HP, good luck, my friend. 6-1, yeah. 100 Thieves, just like we all predicted, off to that rip-roaring start.
Yeah, I think the reason we never have a lot of faith in, well, I don't want to say not a lot of faith in the Thieves, but I'll get to that. Not only due to what they're going through right now, but also the fact that, yeah, as Harry said in the desk, they are inconsistent. That's just a fact of life, right? 1 minute rather they're in the grand finals, the other they're getting grouped. You never know what you're going to get. But right now, this performance is good. Confidence is through the roof, and the score is there as well. 6-1. TeamOne got to work for it. Upper B is taken. That allows 4 on the outside with the AWP here for Grat as well. He's been so good. Molly coming down for the main play. Azza backing up. He's been flashed out. Pop conceded. TeamOne very deep and deep, only with pistols.
Oh, Malbs deep with the Deagle at least, and the rest of the gang flooding into the site. Maluki's even retrieved. Oh, Liaz! Liaz gets caught by the smoke push. Malbs trying to give us something to remember, but the pop flank is in from Jacob, and it is all left on to Barton. This guy has given us so many 3K rounds, and this 1v3 would be quite the one to put up, but they're already on the bomb. Barton in with another. They are sticking it though. There's the tag, and the tech does it. Barton,
perfect.
King of the 3K, a second on the board for TeamOne as they get it done on that partial investment.
Perfect.
Yeah, you take that round, right, out of nowhere in the A site, even though that looks so good for the Thieves. It all comes down to Liaz looking away at that wrong time, right? That gives away another pick. It gives TeamOne the chance to plant. Jacob might shut them down on the retake with that pop flank, running up at running up a B with the AWP, rather. But massive clutch for Barton. And this guy shows us why we talk about him. Full buy now for TeamOne. AWP out for Maluki again. Jacob's solo AWP. Grat's been flashed down Ivy off spawn, and it's perfect. Oh, Liaz helps him out as well. He was too blind to see the second player after he dinked him, but luckily enough, it's still a 2 for none. And now 1. Back down to B. JKS waiting. He's been very passive in some of these rounds, but this time they go through the smoke, and he sprays him down. Again getting traded, but still good enough in a 4-on-2. The bomb isn't even here yet. Look at Azza.
Look at Grat. Luke gets the bomb down. But any second now, feeling the impending doom. And there it is. Azza closes the round out, puts a 7th on the board for the Thieves. A lot of question marks in the future of both of these teams. 100 Thieves for obvious reasons for TeamOne. Basically just a question of when we'll see them here again. All right, Azza giving us
team killed.
The entertainment that we didn't think we needed in the defuse that may never come.
Kicked for team damage now.
And the match paused before. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just tapping that defuse a few times, really sending the message to TeamOne. Money's still good though.
And it's 7-2. That is quite the message to be sending already. Reinvestment here for TeamOne. Or excuse me, Maluk on the AWP. Where's he going to take it at the beginning of the round?
Yeah, we don't see this map often for the Thieves, but the one time they've got it played in the last 3 months was against Furia. They picked up a win there in the Pro League, and that's kind of huge considering, think about the Furia game we saw last night in those semi-finals versus EG on Train. It was brutal, man. Obviously still competitive, but they had a great game, and yeah, it certainly makes you a little more worried for TeamOne here, despite this being their go-to pick. Spray, it's good. Boost up, Liaz is ready for it. Bang, finishes the job. Now he knows Maluki's here as well. Grat's peeking upper, they're ready for it. He's late to the angle. It's a big kill into this B-bomb site. Liaz flashing himself back in for another, and the orb's gone. Jacob fires off with his. And no matter that you've taken down Gratisfaction, Jacob's still proven to be a problem with this secondary sniper. TeamOne.
Eaten alive.
Shower that down. No bomb as well. That's the big problem here.
You're going to walk all the way back to it. 100 Thieves really don't have to do anything at this point. And you got to feel for PRT, who gets boosted up at Ivy and then gets wrecked at Ivy.
It's a save.
Oh, that's sad. That's a sad save. You know, you try something and it doesn't work, but it doesn't just not work. It works so badly that you have no choice but to save with a minute left on the clock.
If you told me that was Coldplay lyrics, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
When you try your best.
But you don't succeed.
When you get what you want.
And the AKs are all that you need.
Yeah, well, it's all they're going to have in that next round because it's not like TeamOne are floating in loss bonus. Picked up the previous, or the round prior to the last, rather, so they've got a bit coming through. Actually, it will be maxed out off the back of that, but either way, it's like, yeah, you can't buy up full rifles here unless you, again, limit the util. Their pistol round on Alto was good, the fast one with the opening Deeg, and Barton pulling out a clutch out of nowhere. Maybe they could do something fast like that again. These slow bleeding rounds trying to take Ivy has been getting crushed by the variety of ways that Thieves approach it. Liaz playing very aggressive. Grat getting flashed in. The AWP being there as well. So Ivy has not been easy for TeamOne, but they're going to go back to it nonetheless. Giving their default another go.
Liaz has been a real problem, though, here towards Ivy. Dropping that smoke already has made TeamOne reconsider. There is a bit of damage there. Sprayed through the plywood down at ramp to find JKS. Bringing him down low, and that's going to force him to have to play a bit more passive within B. TeamOne don't know about that damage, however. Grat, the true gentleman he is, puts that AWP in the hands of JKS, what with him being low and all. And 100 Thieves actually stack almost everyone in towards this B site. Now, Azza will reconsider and come back to keep an eye on Ivy after they lose Liaz here. TeamOne in a 5-on-4. But this is where the nerves can get to you, right? You've got that early advantage, and you really want to do everything you can to not let 100 Thieves recover this round. So as a result, everything's very, very slow right now for Team1.
Yeah, for the 100 Thieves, they really don't have to do anything. Just sit tight and relax.
Look at Grat. He's flanking. They think it's an inner play, and they're about to realize that's not the way it's going. Nonetheless, a 4-on-4, and JKS sees him get to the site. He can't hit the shot. Great jump up for Pesadeo. Buys time for a plant as it gets spotted and smoked off. This is good for Team1. Playing things safe right now. Jacob beats the Molotov, though. Pesadeo is watching this from the right side, and Jacob caught in the spray. It's a done deal. Grat on the pop flank finds nothing, and Azza down to 20 after just one duel. Probably looking to save as well, but no easy way to get out of this site.
Yeah, and that Hall's flank, it was real cool, and it had a very, very impactful purpose until it didn't. In which case, 100 Thieves lose control of the outside site. The bomb gets planted. Team1 pick up the round. Now, money looking pretty good for the 100 Thieves.
You make a really good point about that flank, though, right? In that it's good because it gets them information, but all it does is like confirm that the worst possible outcome, which is, oh dear, it actually is an A play, right? Like they'd already stacked everyone over towards B. You think that flank could be the ending of that whole tale, and all it does is open up a brand new chapter. Grat back on the AWP, Jacob donning one as well. Grat's faction having a very good game right now. And I like what he does there. Doesn't hang around and try to overstay his welcome. Just gets one and is like, that's fine. You know, him falling and putting it back at a 4-on-4 is worse to the 100 Thieves. And so he doesn't take the gamble. Now, Maluki tagged on the peak, but he wins it out. Dealing the damage to Jacob and leaving this 4-on-4 open after all. The AWPs give and take away.
Well, that almost went Mobs' way. I mean, it is your birthday, but not everything is going to turn around. Grat still ringing out with an op. Reaching out and touching him, getting it done.
Oh, they've even pushed the pop. Lukey, ready for it though. 1v3 and this AWP in hand. He would need an ace clutch to get this round on the board. So the odds certainly stacked against him. But it is Mobs' birthday. Maybe Maluki feels like giving him a little present here.
Yeah, and for the 100 Thieves, the closest player they have is at Ivy right now, and he's just cruising on up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Maluki won't know that, though.
There it goes. AWP recovered. Double op set up now for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, they've had it whenever they want it, really. And Jacob, he gets really outplayed in that one, right? Jiggle peek by Maluki, posts up, hits the tag. That's the shot. But Maluki, 2 kills, nothing more, still a done round. Damage won't really matter at this point. It's 9-3. The loss bonus is capped. Team1 with another pause as they try and figure out this economy that has just been so rough. Even in rounds they win, getting out with 1, sometimes even none, alive. So it's hard to have consistent buys. It's hard to keep bringing that AWP out. And even when you want to invest here and you've got that temptation with 3 AKs at a bare minimum, Barton and Maluki, yeah, it's Kevlar AK, limited util. It's still a buy nonetheless. Team1 giving it everything they've got. Maybe back to B in this one. JKS, he's always been good for 1 on the ramp. The AWPs have been very fast with the rotation. That's assuming the 100 Thieves don't already have Jacob there, AWPing for the backside as well. It's just JKS early. Team1 running in it, though. When will the Thieves realize?
Well, they've gone silent for the most part. That's a good grenade, but also not a good grenade at the same time. Doesn't stop Team1 from what their plans are.
Turns legs into kills, it turns dinks into kills. So, like, you know, it's not the worst. And there's more where that came from.
Oh, that could be a good one. Yeah.
And it hits the same too as well.
Man, we just can't catch a break with these grenades. Of course, they don't sound like that, but...
And now they know that there's an inner stack. Thieves have 4 here, for crying out loud. Team1 are like, yeah, They've double naded us. Yeah, they're shooting through the smoke. Yeah, let's probably go back. And even if they do commit to a late B play, because this boost is still up, they want to at least, clear out the back lines. Make sure Pop's not been flanked as it often has been. Make sure Ivy push hasn't come through again for Liaz. And once they've cleared that out, maybe they can throw some nades A, go back in it. But we've already talked about having this lack of util. And so it's just going to be an outer take with 2 players wounded, with 2 smokes, 2 mollies. PRT going to try and keep players at B. There's still 3 here as he throws down this smoke, and that's only going to sell it further as well. But when no one pushes off the back of this util, Thieves might want to rotate back outer. JKS not been spotted. There's an entry. Great stuff. PRT gets out alive, but he goes back for more, and JKS trades him. Missed shot from the flick of Jacob. Double up on this outer site, though. Gratz coming back in to pick up the pieces that Jacob dropped. One planted, and Lias is still here.
Yeah, they've got a man behind enemy lines, but not for long. Maluki and Malbs coming in with 1 apiece. Leaves it all on Gratisfaction in a 1v3, and not a nice 1v3 to be in either. Ooh. There's that first kill, and he's looking for another gun. There's an M4. He does get his hands on it. There's one in heaven that he does know about. Maluki, I'm pretty sure, was heard going up by Grat, or at least repositioning this way, so he seems very, very paranoid about that potential heaven player, and realizing that time is too low, Grat not having a kit, it is just the save for Gratisfaction.
Yeah, the kit was dropped on the player he boosted in con. It was on top of the thing. Maybe he could have jumped it, but like, yeah, it's not a realistic round anyway. Maluki broke the windows in heaven, and that's why Grat was a little more wary of that position. But that's a nice round for TeamOne, right? Even though they set up B, they initially look like they're going to walk into a 4-man stack. Thieves actually keep 3 on the inside site for quite a while. But both those orbs coming through connector, there's not a lot you can do if TeamOne don't give you the fights. They force you to commit, and Grat, he wants nothing to do with it. 14 rounds deep. TeamOne looking for 6 at the end of the half. If they win this, they break the money fully, and there's a chance.
That's all that matters, that there's a chance. Azur's going to get real aggressive here. Molotov. What will it force him to do other than back away? Smoke into inner lower. We got a pretty standard default here for TeamOne. These 2 Ivy players can cause havoc for Liaz.
Oh. Ooh.
It's creepy in T-Con, huh?
It's the bomb. And Gratz dropped it. Oh my. Now he's ready for more. There's no one there. TeamOne, do they really want to drop Pop, or do they want to go back and pick up this package? Maluki's doing so. He's joined by Barton from upper B. PRT coming up Ivy. He has with the D. Going to give it up a little bit. Doesn't want to die here. Just trying to stall this fight out if he can. Calling for support, but his shotgun is Pop. And the AWP far away as well. Grat's got bigger ideas, and he shoots through his teammate to get that kill. Still, PRT's made it out.
This is stressful. TeamOne know how important this round was to pick up, right? This is a force buy from the Thieves. If you get this, they're forcing, and that allows you a really good chance at a 6-9 half. But piece by piece, it is falling apart. And on this 4th round, there's even a chance for 100 Thieves to keep it flawless. Jacob catching the perfect timing on the Pop flank. TeamOne had just checked this moments ago. They hadn't seen anything. Maluki is going to deal with Liaz, but it's Jacob who should just unravel this entire round. Maluki not even aware. Shot in the back. Jacob doubling up on the flank, and 100 Thieves move on to 10. Winning that force is absolutely huge for the Thieves, right? If they lose that, they're force buying on 15, and at which point that could have been a 6-9 half. And we know that TeamOne's CT side is good, and so that's very, very recoverable. They've dug themselves out of what could have been a rough situation there, and now they're on a path to get a really, really good half under their belts.
Yeah, what was Maluk gonna do there anyway, right?
Yeah, you're just making the bluff. You're calling his bluff. You're like, he won't push the flank. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Right to the molly. The one rifle in this position is gone. Pesadeo still has one, but he's far, far away. Gonna try and grab it with the smoke down. Oh, Maluki just killed Liaz through the smoke, and Pesadeo in main with one as well. How did that happen? Where's this come from? TeamOne suddenly in control. 100 Thieves can't afford to get ahead of themselves. I mean, what can you really do about a smoke shot? Rat's still got this AWP though. He's going to try and clean out Ivy once again, but thinks they're close with this util up. So Deeg is out for this fight. Is he going to go through? That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
Punish
Tech9 just waiting for him on the other side, too. It's been the Ivy side vulnerability in this round, last round even. JKS is going to tuck up close. PRT, I expect him, no. It's the battle of three-letter names. And JKS comes out on top.
Ooh. Sorry. There was a chance there, as I had players right in the open, but the spot from the pop and 5 at the end of the half. TeamOne recover a little bit. Is it going to be enough? We'll have to wait and see. This semi-final continues in just a moment.
Because I've come to claim my throne, never letting go. These wings carry me, live this fantasy. Running through the fire, gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah, gonna let it burn. I'm running through the fire, gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah, and I live this fantasy. Running through the fire, gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah, gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah, gonna let it burn.
Glasses on, my hood is right. Break the door, give me side eyes. Are you feeling yours? Cause I'm feeling mine. Slide back to the future, got my own time. It's sniffing dope to feel right. Got my own high, don't need no lines. Sneaky bitches never ever act with zone eyes. Alright. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire above me. Take a seat in the back, yeah. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire above me. Take a seat in the back, yeah. Alright, hot damn. Not worrying about shh, man's got a plan. It's not really about
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters New York 2020 Online, where things have gotten just a little bit weird here. Of course, a semifinal appearance for the 100 Thieves and TeamOne. TeamOne, the underdog in this bout, and you can imagine why, but the 100 Thieves have a little bit of a storyline of their own as to make you believe why they could actually lose the series as well. We're going to find out in due time. So far, it's been a rooting here for the side of the 100 Thieves. A 10-5 first half. We're going to see them switch over to the T side and rush enter right off the bat.
Yeah, looking to keep it fast, right? They're already down the ramp. They are past these upper players. And while they know that Pesadello's here, they don't know about Barton. That could be used to TeamOne's advantage, right? They're challenging Jacob with the bomb. Jacob's teammates have just gone, don't worry, Jacob, man, you got it. And maybe he does. They deal with the man up on upper, and they even spot Barton there as well. JKS just taking heads off. And Barton left all alone in the 1v4. Liaz trading that out. 100 Thieves put 11 on the board. Something that's a bit of a shame, right? We know that TeamOne on this CT side, they love to run that nade setup over towards Top Dog. And they did it against the Whalers the other day. The Whalers clearly very, very familiar with that. They actually waited the nades out. Now, 100 Thieves, probably less familiar with TeamOne. They ran a straight B execute there. If you did that double nade setup, that could have been like kills in the bag. That is something I've seen TeamOne do every single time they have played Train, and they don't pull it out in this one. And it's like a round where it could have done so much for them. That's a bit of a shame to see.
Yeah, but it's because Azur's brain is so large. He knows that that rush is going to be the answer. It looks like they want to press the issue again, Hugo.
Yeah, that's so sad, isn't it? But yeah, you don't want to be too predictable. You don't want to do it every official, otherwise everyone's going to be expecting it. And boy, oh boy, that's one way to steal away a pistol. Keep in mind, the first round of this game was TeamOne getting 2 B openers and still losing to the retake.
Optimal.
100 Thieves nowhere near that case. They get the entries, they get the closers. The whole show, it's theirs. Barton with the scout on B. We've got 2 of them right now. Barton needs to do something big here. He's been smoked off. First shot missed. Azza deep. Wrapping the site, clearing everything. There's a gap in the smoke, and Maluki hits a tag, but Azza fights back. And TeamOne down a man. This is not how they wanted the round to start.
Oh, and it goes from bad to worse, and then to a little better, but still not exactly good. And then back to worse. And that's where we find ourselves now. Pesadello and PRT left in a retake. They have dealt with one, but that's not going to be enough here. Pesadello putting up another. There's the trade from JKS out from upper, and 100 Thieves take 12. That was a force buy as well from TeamOne. So they've got to take an eco here, and that should be 13 on the board. That is going to require one incredible comeback here if TeamOne do want to get back into this game.
Pesadeo has a Zeus. He also has a pop spawn. So will he be taking that fast up the ladder? Jacob's got a Bison now. So that's about where we are in this matchup. Far less competition than maybe the Thieves are expecting, knowing how good this map has been for TeamOne. Nades in main do almost nothing, and the Zeus does get to the ladder.
Oh, no one's Ivy.
Oh, it's back to the
Jacob,
Ivy.
Bison. Here it is. You're going to hear it any second. Oh, they stole it. Jacob, they stole the kill. Jacob, please go with the Bison. Go forth and depopulate this train yard. Oh, 2 mean weapons meet, and the Bison comes out ahead.
Oh.
It's sad, but it's what happened. And Jacob looking to farm even more. Now, the good thing about this reloading, thing of the past, mate, when you've got the Bison in your hands. And even though Barton does deal with him, how much more damage can Barton get away with? If he gets one more kill here, that's actually a really good eco, but not able to do it. And 100 Thieves find that 13th. They get the conversion.
That even gives him a chance, you know, flashes himself and then fights. Like, they're like, yeah, dude, take it. But still they can't. And the Thieves running wild right now, Trace.
Yes, they are. We're going to take a look at this pistol round real quick. Let me remove these walls. Now, the interesting part is, obviously, it's just a full-on rush here, but you've got to look at the angle, or at least the options here for TeamOne. You know, they play this double upper setup. You think, yeah, this is going to be the saving grace at the end of the round, and it's just simply not enough.
Yeah.
That's a real backbreaker right there.
With that double upper, Harry said that, like, yeah, this could be great. This could be misinformation for the Thieves, but actually both the upper players are fighting separate engagements at the same time, so the Thieves realize it pretty early, and when they kill one, they still look at upper and wait for Barton to come their way. So that's the crucial factor for the Thieves. And this has been a great game for them so far. Double orb out, first rifle round. What are your last chances if you're TeamOne?
Yeah, this is everything you got for that.
Oh.
And so far, so good. 2 down on the side of 100 Thieves. Pretty heavy hitters as well.
That's a good flash to allow that peek. Barton isolates the fight onto Liaz. Jacob out in the open has traded onto Barton, but there's a lot more where that came from. And the AWP and Maluki in with the frag. It is all left onto Azza. I don't know, man. Azza, he's pretty jacked, pretty cracked, looking for these kills. Maluki does offer one up. The spray trying to continue for Azza. But he's bested by another man with 3 letters in the name. It's PRT getting that trade, putting 6 on the board, keeping that double AWP moving forward for TeamOne. And 100 Thieves on the back of that, right? And then that anti-eco in the round before last getting kind of close. The money isn't really there. Like, they have 3 AKs, and you're thinking, like, yeah, that's cool. But this is everything they've got put into this round. And so if this one doesn't go their way, there's 7 on the board for TeamOne. You've got an eco coming up. You know, that's potentially a free 8-13 scoreline, all on the back of picking this round up. So a big one if TeamOne do want to ease their way into this comeback. And they're able to keep this advantage strong in their favor. A 4-on-3. Liaz dealt with as well down in Ivy. And this is where the Thieves realize this might not be as easy as they thought it was at the end of that first half. Money dwindling, numbers dwindling. And both these players split apart from one another. The bomb down here, Ivy side, could even get dropped and taken out of the round.
It would be crushing to let TeamOne back in this game at this point. For TeamOne, that's the sort of rhythm you want.
Oh dear, hang on a moment. Sorry, Trace, to
go
cut
ahead,
you
man.
off, but so Malbs pushed main, and he never, Malbs has missed every timing. He checked down towards Ivy as Azza crossed into Ivy. They never saw him. JKS threw a smoke down ramp, and Malbs cleared out the top of Pop, just missing the timing. They have got no idea. They thought Ivy was clear, but it's because they missed the timing. And then that one smoke from JKS down B ramp has completely put the rotates for TeamOne over at this B site. A is now empty, and Azza, he can't even believe it. He's like looking around like, nah, this is too good to be true. And in a way, it is. Like, this is all on the back of a few timings missed. Now, Malbs gets here faster than JKS was expecting. And now the game is on. The game is afoot for Azza in this 1v4, trying to hold on to the round. But Malbs, the man who missed every timing, hits 2 great timings shortly thereafter as this weird karma wheel comes back in his favor. And then there is 7 on the board for TeamOne. Now in with a real chance to try and recover this game.
Very weird round indeed, but yeah, a bomb plant and nothing more for the Thieves. And you take that if you're Malbs, it may have got uncomfortable. TeamOne rotating off of his info, and he's like, I'm not flanking B, they're not out. I'm just going to hold, I'm going to play things safe. And Malbs does that, plays it safe, comes in on a pop flank and cleans it up. Maluki was second guessing, he was doubting it, doubling back from the Ivy side, or from B through CT rather. For good reason. But not a lot to show for in this round. Deeks out for 100 Thieves. Zeus and the pop dog. Grant mollied off. Huh. That's JKS above. Taking the nade, but not too much damage. PRT spotted on Ivy. They spam. He's not really giving them the jewels they want, the engagements. Still has a smoke to stall it out as well if they get uncomfortably close, and Liaz has done that. Jacob spams from afar. Liaz very deep, and I don't know if PRT is ready for the smoke push at this point. He thinks it's clear. Liaz, very aware. As he's out main, but knife out, he's gone. Zeus is finding nothing as a second smoke gets cycled into that position. And Jacob's gone back to grab the bomb. They're going to boost up and pop and look for a pick. Pesideo's watching this though, and Krat's got the angle. He can't even see it on the other side of the smoke. It doesn't really matter, all things considered. That's a gun dropped. It should still be a clean round for TeamOne.
Yeah, they have to go back and get the bomb as well, right? So how expensive can they make this round? Because you can't really gimmick any of these rotations favorably at this point. JKS trying to fake the ladder noise.
I like this flash.
Flashing out through the top window. Doesn't blind anyone, though. JKS faking the ladder again. If they haven't fallen for it yet, I don't think they're going to. Out through main comes Gratisfaction in the meantime. And even though he gets damage onto Maluki, not the killing blow, Malbs picks him up. JKS left in a very, very horrific situation, right? Out from Pop with every crosshair trained in on you. And that is that 8-13 scoreline that we kind of prophesized. Now, this investment looking to come through for the 100 Thieves, but this game is getting closer than it ever felt like it was going to be.
And you look at JKS in that round, he just stays alive forever, it seems like. But it's just not enough. AKs, nades, 100 Thieves. What more do you need to know?
It's getting interesting. It's getting a little tighter with 3 in a row for TeamOne. Another big rifle round, though, where TeamOne need their wits about them. As a flashed out, he finds Malbs caught in the open. This is Dale pushing pop. He finds an angle to take down Jacob above. There's another player there as well. He gets dinked, dropping the gun down. PRT following up meanwhile. And there's the spam for JKS. Free route down the ladder. PRT stuck in the open, moving away from Ivy after his pick. And Maluki's rotating back to Old Bomb as well. Might even go for a B rotate at this point. It's only Barton there. He's got the AWP. And 100 Thieves are grouping inside of the halls. JKS has gone back up pop. TeamOne is awfully quiet is what they're wondering on this A site. Barton posted on upper. And if Thieves go down ramp, smoke should give it away, right? You'd expect them to throw one on the ramp side, but it's not being covered currently. Barton moves back in to stop the cross to the site. TeamOne, how do they approach this? It's one smoke, one flash. It might just be a pop to set them up. Barton waiting for that cross shot, and he misses it.
Yeah, he's going to be given another chance, though, and it's the leg to Grat. Up here on upper, Maluki dealing with JKS. The nade.
Boom.
Oh, he's going to find Grat's faction. Double nade into the site, but he still gets the bomb down. It's left to Liaz in a 1v3. Playing around this smoke. On the other side, Maluki lies in wait, but Liaz does win that fight. Still, 2 more to find. PRT and Barton hunting Liaz down. They're already wrapping around behind him, but Liaz on the angle, not able to get away with the kill. 9 on the board for TeamOne. Oh, this still might get competitive. TeamOne, I think, you know, they came into this a little bit flustered, a little bit shaky. You saw some mistakes that we haven't really seen out of this team yet. But as this game is now getting closer and closer, that pressure very, very much flips on its head, right? They're looking more confident. They're looking more decisive. They're hitting the shots that we often see them hitting. And that confidence building back up is something that, as it grows more and more for TeamOne, really starts to go against the Thieves, a team that should be winning this matchup, right, on paper.
Yeah.
Not just because it's the last dance of the 100 Thieves. And, you know, this is like a one final go at it to make it to a grand final. Just because of the experience, the tenure, a B play on the cards. They overrun Barton. And now this B site falls into enemy hands. We need someone big to step up here for TeamOne. Azza going aggressive up in the face of Malbs even more, but running out of ammo. And that's where Maluki chimes in. They keep the aggression coming, and the kills just come through on the back of it. Maluki, in the blink of an eye, left in a 1v3. And this round was just the partial for 100 Thieves. And it might be enough to find them 14.
Yeah, Maluki's out of there. Forces Liaz up with a Molotov and gets that kill, but it's no more. And as you said, partial, it wasn't even like a bad force with low money. That was Mac 10s with a Hero AK and a Galil. Actually, they didn't even have an AK, sorry, they're Galils. They run down ramp, they get the kill, and they grab an AK. Azza goes huge, finding 2 in the round. And great aggression, not dealt with by TeamOne, not ready for players so deep. And even though the AWPs sort of bail them out, it's not enough. It's not a round 1 and 14 found for 100 Thieves, 2 away. They know they're not out of the woods yet, right? TeamOne have showed us a very competitive, very compelling CT side with the last 4 in a row. They're going to need to keep that up. They're going to need to brush the dust off. No AWP here for the Thieves. Back to flat rifles. Running up Ivy with 3. PRT's here. Deep Molotov. Double inner play. Info will come early for Maluki, who pushes through the smoke. Got players playing anti-flash on Ivy, so that one is not a worry right now for 100 Thieves. They even run boost grad over as well. PRT is not playing for info. He's playing very passive. No idea who's here, how far they are. Still 2 inner for TeamOne, taking a risk, but Maluki's holding a passive line. He's going to swing out, and he gets the info. Finally, the B is clear. That forces Barton on the rotate with the other AWP with this line. It's looking like an A split. TeamOne a little wizened up now, but they don't know numbers.
pressure now on. PRT tries to run through the smoke. Pesadello and Malbs with the hold, and they take matters into their own hands. Azza left in the clutch, deals with Pesadello, but there's the follow-up from Barton and TeamOne. They'll put 10 on the board. They reach double digits now as well. Trying to keep the pressure on, trying to close this gap.
There's a buy somewhere in here, Harry.
Yeah, right? That's the thing, right? Like, the money's still good for 100 Thieves. And so that investment can come through, and that's largely because of the success that they found in that partial round. You know, they were buying up the round after that anyway, and so there is still a chance to throw some money in here. But it's not great, right? You're not, like, celebrating this one all day long. However, they found success with this exact kind of buy before, so I don't know. You know, you can't really write anything off right now. Especially not with this B play looking to come back through again. This was the recipe to success last time around. And to remedy that, TeamOne, they tried to come up with a solution. They put Barton on the AWP, and they've got him holding passively back from connector. And you know what this means? The site could get given over, right?
No.
Oh, the boost almost sees him. Yeah, while the site could just get given over right away, which wouldn't be great, it's better than going into a retake in a 4-on-5, right? 5v5 is at least even odds.
Just came back up.
The timings, man. Timings.
And that smoke, I like what the Thieves do with the idea. He's on top of the train, but they throw the smoke to push him out of connector onto the train. He was already there, so that just sends him away. Nonetheless, they're going to hit it. They're going to go quick. Everyone's rotating. TeamOne, no deaths yet. This is good for the retake setup, and one of those rifles has been ruined. Azza needs to do something desperate through the smoke, grabs a gun, and tries to stall it out, but Maluki chases him through that smoke. Grab with the other rifle is gone as well. It's a pistol play for 100 Thieves, and they have not got a chance, you'd think. Jacob grabbing the gun off the body of JKS does tap PRT, but they're already on the bomb. Kit smoke, no one to stop it. The AWP is covering. Jacob with a train needs to spray, and he can't hit it before Malbs takes his head off. Oh, he does, sorry. It was so wild, but there's still time for the defuse. It's going to be TeamOne getting rid of that B play. So close, but yet so far for the Thieves.
A round just showcasing, you know, missed shots here and there. The shots just going one way of TeamOne and not the side of the 100 Thieves. It's a rough one, a bitter pill to swallow for the 100 Thieves.
Yeah, these B plays have been good, though, nonetheless. Imagine how that would have gone if they found the opening kill off the back of that boost. They were just seconds away on either side of the coin from finding it. That could have just been their round. That could have been the game right then and there. The money would have been gone. But TeamOne still above water, still surfacing in this series, showing us a CT side to keep our eyes on. Wallbang would have hit. The second too late, and Grat, that looked dead on, but nothing done. Scary stuff right now, getting tense for the Thieves. They're not out of the woods yet. As has flashed off, and Malbs has taken him out of the equation. Grat, that was a risky play. No armor with the bomb and the AWP, but he gets the kill, and there's no trade for Maluki.
And Grat's still here, fighting in main. That's a bit of an error, right? That's the bomb.
He threw it out before.
Oh, right, yeah. I was going to say, man, I didn't think he still had it, but...
He was jumping back and forth, but as Maluki threw the nade, he saw Grat come back into main, so he was ready for the fight. Now it's desperate beat, but you're already a man down.
That's a good nade, though, onto these two. Moving in first. Molly forces Barton. Oh, he gets stuck on the stopper. Still alive, not a problem. Looked like it was a little bit... Pesadello on this wrap. Liaz has got a lot of angles to be bearing in mind. Flash goes in, but all that does is tell Liaz that there must be a peek about to come through. He turns around to look at the ramp, and he's left in this clutch, but Barton getting him as he clips onto the corner, and the defuse will come through for TeamOne. 12 now. Oh, maybe there's still a chance for them. Maybe there is, right? They're getting this closer and closer.
Yeah, how many rounds have we seen from 100 Thieves? You're like, yeah, surely this is going to go their way. Surely they're going to bump it up to 15. Time after time again, right at the finish line. This one, albeit much closer than the round prior. And that's all in the back of Liaz, turning around and getting this kill and lower.
This is quite the comeback.
14-12.
This is 13-5 for the Thieves. Gone down 1-7 since that point. Double AWP has been damn good as well for TeamOne. Thieves back to A, going fast as well. The nade, oh, chunks him. Grat hits the jump off the ladder. Doesn't want to get picked up by one of these orbs, but trapped. And Pesadale makes it out with one. That should never have happened. PRT running him down through the smoke, and Liaz and JKS, all that remain right now. Liaz has been great though, and we know what JKS can do, picking players up off the top of the trains. Plant coming in, Malbs could stop it right here, right now. It's a trade after Plant. JKS in the clutch. What can he do?
Not an easy spot to be in, but swinging out, and there's the double. JKS bails 100 Thieves out of trouble and even saves the AWP as well. And now this is a sad moment, right? So TeamOne, they embark on this huge comeback, as you say, Hugo, from 13-5 down all the way back to what was 12-14, now 12-15. But because those last 2 rounds that TeamOne got to their name came down to 1 versus 1s, all it takes is that round to go the way of the Thieves, and suddenly that money is just gone for TeamOne. They're having to force buy. So even though this comeback has been coming in, even though they've done like an incredible feat to make the game this close in the first place, it might all be for nothing. The money wiped out, down to pistols, armor behind it, a little bit of utility, not a kit in sight. I think that's maybe what Maluki is weighing up here. Yeah. And you should
Definitely
get one.
Definitely should. Oh, smoke. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we've seen a lot of B retakes, right? Those 2 1v1s being B retake clutches coming out for TeamOne. It would have been nice, but you know, they've stacked it instead. They don't want to let a plant go their way. There's 3 here. Maluki late, but he's got the gun out in time too. Helped out by Malbs. JKS, what a beast. Finding 3 and the entry to B for the bomb plant. He might have just won this map here alone with a clutch and the 1-on-2, and now every entry into this site. Grat's caught though, and it's not done yet.
AK retrieved for Pesadelo, and both these players in the site are low. That scout is going to hit like an AWP, and the AK's got 1-shots open to it. JKS, the AWP, or the scout rather, passes by overhead. And down on the A train, that's Azza brought down low. JKS maybe about to ace to close the map out for 100 Thieves. It's all onto him versus Pesadelo, and this is where you wished you had that kit. Pesadelo out in the open, and JKS with the ace to pick up this map for the 100 Thieves. 5 in the round, and this map goes